Kyle. You're going to see a fastball in the low 90s from him. His best pitch will be his changeup. The good news for the Mariners, he's had to throw 92 and 96 pitches, has not been able to work deep into a game. So I think the patience, which is something we've seen from the Mariners on the offensive side, could bode well for them tonight. Hopefully run him out of the game and get into the bullpen early.
This ought to be a lot of fun tonight, wrapping up this series with Houston a day after tomorrow. Then Minnesota comes to town out on I-90. Some folks are still making their way to Safeco Field, and the pen, as usual, is pretty jammed up. There you go. Traffic, some leaving and some coming back into town. You got to like it. Astros, Mariners, the finale of this series. First pitch is straight ahead.
Free entertainment on your personal device. Learn more at alaskaair.com. By your local Ford stores. By Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino. White Snake Live, the Purple Tour, May 29th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Angie Bentink with you here at the Ford Sports desk, getting you set for the finale against the Houston Astros. And a reminder that we want you to join in on the broadcast. Show us where you are rooting on the Hometown 9. All you have to do, take a photo and send it using the hashtag #WhereIRoot on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Right now, we want to send you out to center field, Dave Valley, Brad, Adam, and give you guys an update. I just got video proof. Dave Valley's former bat boy, Jackson Mentink, just hit his first Little League home run.
Go Jackson.
Nice.
Go Jackson. This is where we root for Jackson.
There you go. I like that, Ange. Thank you. You must have helped him out quite a bit.
I gave him a
bat boy. Just a few pointers here and there.
He did a great job for me up in Everett last year.
All right. Well, let's talk about this team. We talked about it yesterday. Today we had Jack Zarenzik on our show pregame talking about what it takes to kind of get the guys going. Probably starts with J. Happ, right?
it's always going to come down to your starting pitcher. You heard Jack talking about the domino effect. If your starters don't go long, then you're bringing in your bullpen a little bit earlier than normal. So it's out of their role. But what they need tonight is the same thing that J-Happ gave them in his last start. 7 innings, gave up only 2 runs. They need J-Happ to go deep. Give the bullpen a little bit of a breathing here today. Maybe go J-Happ to Medina to Rodney. How's that for a formula
that.
right
7,
there? Okay?
8, 9.
But it all starts with the starting pitching. If the starting pitching can get on a roll here, everybody and everything will fall back into place, and it's going to be what we anticipated this ball club to be. Strong rotation, strong bullpen, and the offense is something that we anticipated, and it has been better than advertised.
It's been there, and the guys just kind of get out of their own way, as Lloyd likes to say. Just play
Just
good,
be you.
winning baseball. Just be you. Hopefully avoid that sweep. Oh, it's beautiful out there in Elliott Bay. Astros, Mariners, first pitch from Happ coming up. Dave and Mike with you for the rest of the way. See you post.
Yes, the sights of Seattle. The ferry coming to town here, bearing passengers, and some of them coming to the Mariners game. Tonight, the Mariners wrap up a series against the Houston Astros, who have really been a pain in the side of the Mariners since they entered the American League. Welcome to Mariner Baseball, everybody, against the Houston Astros. Astros have won the first 2 games. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports Crew. Let's take a look at the Astro batting order that will face J-Happ.
For new manager A.J. Hinch, leading off, it will be Jose Altuve. Had the big hit in last night's ballgame. Valbuena hitting second. Springer. Then it's Evan Gattis, one of 3 Astros with 21 strikeouts on the year. The Mariners pitching, in fact, in the first 2 games, been able to strike the Astros out 22 times. But the Astros, of course, have won 2 of the games. Lowry, Castro, Carter, Rasmus, and Marisnik rounding out the 9 for the Astros. For J-Happ, last year with the Blue Jays, 11-game winner, ERA 4.22 in 158 innings. He had 133 strikeouts, only 51 walks. Opponents hit 261 against Happ. And the defense tonight brought to you by American Family Insurance. In the outfield, Ackley in left, Jackson in center, Nelson Cruz the starter in right, Seager and Miller on the left side of the infield, Cano at second base, Logan Morrison is at first, and Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Reigning American League batting champion Jose Altuve. A couple of opportunities with the bases loaded last night, didn't come through. He did the 3rd time. 3-run double in the 8th. First pitch from Happ. Goes to work on the first pitch. I caught up to Jose today. Said, have you always gone first, second pitches? That's how I've been since I was a little kid. Always first, second pitch, put it in play, let's go.
The thing that is amazing about that, Dave, is it doesn't matter whether it's a breaking ball, a changeup, a fastball. You think, okay, a fastball for sure, but he'll swing at a breaking ball or a changeup. If he likes it, he's going to hack. And he typically will put it in play.
Asking Lloyd McClendon about that. He said, name some other guys who first, second, guys who are hacking. Puig, Vladimir Guerrero, Scott Van Slyke. And then he threw this one at me. He said, 1989, Lloyd McClendon led the National League first pitch batting average 360. How about that?
Good for him.
Yeah. So Lloyd,
they went up there hacking.
He said, hey, man, you know what the deal is? These guys are trying to get ahead, especially the great ones. No need to be shy. Altuve 0 for 3 against Jay Happ, the former Astro. Strike 3 call. Got him. Lance Barrett rings him up.
And that is something that we've seen from Jay Happ in his first 2 outings. His ability to throw his fastball on both sides of the plate. That's a good fastball. 92 miles an hour on the outside corner.
Very good start. Here's former Mariner. Back in 2008, Luis Valbuena. 1 for 4 last night, but big damage game 1. 2 homers and a sac fly. '16 homers with the Cubs last year. Bounce foul. Jay Happ was with the Astros 2010 to 2012. He went 18 and 28. That's after he started his career with the Phillies. And since leaving the Astros, he's gone 2-0, 2.04 ERA against the Astros. 1-1. Seager has this under control. 2 outs. Sun's starting to set here on what we expect to be another brisk night. Clouds in the sky a lot brighter tonight. Last night we had the roof extended. Brings up George Springer. And guess what? He's going to be counting pitches here. Don't have to go long on that. We'll talk more about that later. First pitch swinging. Cano throws him out. 1-2-3 start for Jay Happ. Mariners coming back. Glad to have you with us after this 9-pitch first inning for Jay Happ. Mariners swing it when we come back. Tonight, why? Lloyd McClendon likes his on-base percentage. It's .355, 4th best on the ball club. Smitty would lead it off, and here's Mike with the rest of the batting order for the Mariners.
He's also seen a lot of pitches, so the guys will like that. But Smith will lead off as the DH. Jackson drops down, hits second. Then there's Cano, Cruz, and Seager in the middle of the lineup. Logan Morrison hitting sixth. Ackley, Brad Miller. Brad batting .467 during the 5-game hitting streak that he is on right now. And Mike Zunino will round out the 9 for the Mariners. For Hernandez, see what he did last year, an 8-game winner, ERA over 4. He had 105 strikeouts, 73 walks. He will throw a lot of pitches. Opponent's hitting 250 off of him. He gave up 19 home runs last year.
Seth Smith 4 for 10 against Hernandez. Seth, as you mentioned, Mike, has had some quality at bats the last 3-4 starts, running a lot of deep counts.
He's been working hard at home plate, trying to help the Mariners out. And I like the fact on-base percentage is up, and again, a lot of pitches. And leading off tonight, the guys will get a good look at Hernandez. That is his best pitch. His fastball will be in the low 90s, but his best pitch is his changeup. He'll also mix in a slider. And the Astros, as we've seen throughout this series, have the shift on right away with Seth hitting.
Hernandez, 34 years old, out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Fausto Carmona from 2006 to 2011 with a 45-55 record. As Roberto Hernandez, he's 22-39. One and two to Smith. Houston won the first 2 games 7-5 and 6-3. The Mariners were in great shape last night. 3-1 lead till a 5-run Houston 8th against the bullpen. Taijuan Walker left the game with the lead and had a chance to get the victory after going 5 1/3, a 4-hit 1-run ball, 4 walks and 8 strikeouts. Certainly took a step in the right direction after 2 less than quality starts against Oakland and the Dodgers.
Well, 8 strikeouts last night for Taijuan, and he had a good fastball. At one point, he topped out at 98 miles an hour. I like the fact that he pitched inside quite a bit. I think the only thing that you would like to see, maybe a few less walks. He had 4 walks yesterday, and his pitch count ended up getting up there on him. That's why he only went 5 1/3. But overall, I thought it was a big step in the right direction. More of what we saw in spring training.
Absolutely. Shortstop Jed Lowry throws out Smith.
Take a look at the American Family Insurance defense for the Astros. Rasmussen left field, Marisnik the center fielder, and Springer out and right. Valbuena at third, Lowry and Altuve playing up the middle. Chris Carter, the first baseman for the Astros tonight, and Jason Castro will do the catching.
Here's Austin Jackson, 4 for 16 career against Hernandez. Lance Barrett's got balls and strikes tonight. Dan Iasonia is at first. Dale Scott, the umpire, at second, and C.B. Buckner at third. Whew. That's a shot to the mask of Jason Castro. 0-2.
We'll take a look at the foul ball. That's a direct shot.
Yes, Mr. Tyson, hit me square in the face with that right hand. Young man at Stanford. Great baseball program, been consistent for the last 25 years. One for 9 on the series on the homestand. Austin Jackson 7 for 21. We had that big at bat on Sunday with what, 9 pitches?
Great at bat. Ended up getting a breaking ball that he could handle and hit it hard into right field.
Like that. There's a base hit. George Springer will get it back in. Austin Jackson's aboard for Robinson Cano here in the first.
I really like Austin's approach so far early in the season. As you look at our Alaska Supermo and the line drive off of his bat, we saw him in spring training consistently staying up the middle to right field, hitting the ball hard. I think that it's really helped him stay on the breaking ball a little bit better. Off-speed pitches aren't causing him a problem. Last year was the slider off the plate away. It's been much better. He can handle the fastball. Even a couple of fastballs middle in, he's been able to inside out the other way.
Not bad. 0-2 count, fouled off a couple of pitches. Solid base hit.
It's a good approach.
There's Robinson Cano riding an 8-game batting streak, 14 for his last 33. Looks at the ball. Cano 11 for 26 against Hernandez. Jackson 0 for 1 base stealing. Mariners have only attempted 7 stolen bases. They've been successful 4 times. That's 12th in the American League. Flip side, Houston second only to the Cubs in the dire major leagues.
For Hernandez, this is his 3rd start. He's just stayed in the American League West. Ended up taking a loss at Texas, and when he went 4 2/3, ended up giving up 5 runs in that one, and then had a no decision against the Angels where he went 6 innings and gave up 3 runs.
Jackson got a superior jump. Can he beat it? He's in there. Didn't see the ball. He'll have to hold, but he got a wonderful jump. For Austin, his first stolen base of the season.
See the jump. It looked as if Lowry, the shortstop, when he tagged him, bumped his helmet right there, and I think that's the reason why Austin wasn't able to pick the ball up. As it went into center field, he assumed that the shortstop had it in his glove because of the contact.
And now might have jammed a thumb on Lowry. A.J. Hinch, the trainer, going out to check him. Cold night like this, that thing could swell up in a hurry.
Take another look at it.
You can see he's in pain right there. Maybe more wrist.
I think it was more of his wrist.
Lowry entered last night's game as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning and drew a walk. Marwin Gonzalez started the game, and it was Lowry getting a start in Monday's game, going 2 for 4 and knocked in 2 runs. Saw a lot of him with the Athletics.
Well, a good count for Cano, 2-0 count.
Jackson, great speed at second. Nelson Cruz on deck. A 2-0 count here to Cano. There's a strike, 2-1. Last year at this time, the Mariners are playing these Astros right here at Safeco Field, April 21 through the 23rd. Houston won 7-2, 5-2. The Mariners won a finale 5-3 to improve their record to 8-13. Win here tonight for the Mariners would make them 6-9. It would end a 4-game win streak by the Astros, who are in first place by a game and a half over Oakland as we start the day. The 3-1 pitch to Cano. Hit the deep left field. Going back, Rasmus reaches up to make the catch. Jackson was 3/4 of the way to third, has to hustle back. Colby Rasmus, most of his career in St. Louis and Toronto, is a center fielder. Nice play out there in left.
Good pitch. It's right on the outside corner. Better hitting by Cano. He hit it on the button, but you can see Rasmus go back and make the catch. Good look in our Alaska Supermo and the concentration of Rasmus making the play.
Two out. Jackson at second brings up Nelson Cruz, who's 5 for 18 against Hernandez with 3 home runs. He was looking for 4. Oh for 4 night last evening. Couple strikeouts swinging.
Talked about Hernandez throwing a lot of pitches. First outing 4 2/3, he threw 92 pitches. Next outing 6 innings, he threw 96 pitches.
Wow. 1-1. Took a lot off it. Line drive, base hit, 1 hop, handcuffs Rasmus. Jackson scores easily. 1-0 Mariners. RBI for Nelson Cruz, his 17th, and a good start here for the Mariners in inning number 1.
He gets a changeup, 82 miles an hour middle in, and I'm going to guess it was over 100 miles an hour as it came off the bat. Handcuffed to left fielder Rasmus, letting Jackson score easy. A little bit different sound when he squares one up.
No question. Was that StatCast had the ball he hit to win Sunday's game at 100-something miles an hour? What was it?
I believe they said 119 miles an hour. That, according to them, that is the hardest hit ball this year.
I'll buy.
I'm not going to argue with them.
No.
That one right there was well over 100 miles an hour right there in the left field.
0-1 to Seager. Altuve will throw him out. Mariners get a run on 2 hits. No errors, leave a man. And head to the second inning with a 1-0 lead. Reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Earlier today, some great spring scenes from the Washington Park Arboretum right here in the city of Seattle. Purple and gold look familiar, Mr. Flowers?
It's been a while, but yes, it does. Great colors. No Curtis, Robbie, they're all excited to see those colors.
UW colors prominent in that scene. Here's Evan Gattis. Slow start for him. One of the guys you talked about with 21 strikeouts already. 1 homer, 1 RBI. Gobbled up by Seager. Throws out Gattis, and there's one away. Kind of like that blue sky. Chance to look at the sky today as opposed to last night at this time when the roof was covering things up. Rain showers roamed all over Seattle. Comfortable night, 56 degrees, but expected to get down into the 40s. See how Jed Lowry does with that wrist that he injured pretty well. Base hit. He's hurt, but he's not injured.
Put some tape on it. He'll be fine.
Spit on it. You're good.
Yeah. They did actually wrap it up in some tape. Pretty good fastball in the outside corner. He just goes with it right back up the middle.
That'll make the wrist feel a heck of a lot better.
You can see the black tape on his left wrist.
Yeah. Brings up catcher Jason Castro. 1 out, 1 on. Mariners lead on a Nelson Cruz first inning base hit scoring Austin Jackson. Lowry 1 for 1 in base stealing.
Mariners play Castro straight up on the infield. Austin Jackson shading a little bit towards left center. Just moved over another step.
Strike from Jay Happ. Jay's 32 years old, Chicago native, 3 years at Northwestern University, 3-time All Big Ten pitcher, and at St. Beatty High School in Chicago, senior year, good basketball player, averaged 22 a game. Two and one. He's a good pitcher. He's a good basketball player. He's got even money. He's a good golfer.
I knew you were going to go there.
I mean, come on. Fits the profile, right?
I would think that he is.
And he's left-handed?
Well, when you get on some of these road trips, Dave, all I tell you is be careful when you're negotiating shots with him.
Hey, no, I hear that. I hear that.
Well, what he has done so far in his first 2 outings and even here this evening, it's done a good job with his fastball. Typically, he will pitch on both sides of the plate, but more importantly, he's been able to pitch down. Every now and then he'll elevate his fastball, but for the most part, he's trying to get the ground ball.
One of his later outings in spring, remember he had been up, and then that last outing, he started getting the ball down consistently. It's impressive. Swing, and a miss. Strikes out Castro. Second strikeout, 2 away here in the second. 2 down to bring up Chris Carter. This Sunday, Boeing Salute to Kids Day here at Safeco Field. Mariners host the Twins. All kids going to get a free Kyle Seager t-shirt in the Mariners' new cream alternate look. So join the fun when you get your tickets at mariners.com. Very slow start for Chris Carter. We also know he can get very hot and hurt you for a pretty good period of time.
Well, you're right. And as I look at their lineup today, and I saw him in the lineup, I thought about the base hit he had last night up the middle. And sometimes that's exactly what it takes to get somebody going. So hopefully Happ makes good pitches, quality pitches to him here. 37 home runs last year for Carter. There you go.
Same thing he did last night.
Yep.
Threw his hands at it. He's so strong. And continues to remind me of Ryan Howard, only from the right side when Ryan Howard really had it going good.
That's a good call. And that's a fastball probably just off the outside corner as he lines it back up the middle.
If we're talking about strongest guys in the league, he's definitely he's way up there, no doubt about it. 2 out, 2 on brings up Colby Rasmus, his first appearance against a lefty pitcher this season.
Cover football, and you put Carter and Gaddis on your offensive line, you're in pretty good shape.
I'll make a comeback.
You just stay right here with me, Dave. I appreciate that.
I got one play left. Come on, I got one play left. And it has to be near the sideline, and give me an angle so I can get there. Me my carry, and I'm done. They like going to college, and you know we could have Nelly. Nelly could be the tight end. He could throw a couple of crossing patterns to him. Would have to be in the college field where they give you that short side, long side. We saw Seager in warm-ups yesterday with James Clifford. They are having some fun, and he had good form in accepting the ball with the right. You know, the elbow was up. The correct elbow was up. Knew what he was doing. It was impressive. Have need some strikes here.
A couple of quality strikes.
And one. Back with 2 quality strikes.
Well, that looked like his good cutter right on the outside corner. Riznick off to a good start for the Astros, number 9 hitter.
Three and two, 2 outs, 2 on. Runners take off. Pitch. Strike 3 called. What a rally by Jay Happ. Fell behind 3-0 to Rasmus with 2 on and comes back and gets a big strikeout. Look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. Astros game-and-a-half lead starting the day against the Oakland Athletics. Angels, Rangers, and Mariners bringing up the rear.
The West is bunched up.
Oh yeah, roller derby. They haven't called off the jam yet. Here's Logan Morrison. They hit hard right at somebody. The last 3-4 days, they just go up to, dude, seriously? He just shakes his head. He's had a good head about it, but it is frustrating.
Well, we talked about it last night with him, especially his first 2 at-bats. It would be tough to hit the ball any harder and not get ahead. And Lloyd and Howard Johnson, the hitting coach, both trying to stay with him. It's difficult at the beginning of the year. It always is. And Logan, he's been around long enough. He'll hang in there.
He's got the manager's confidence. Here's Ackley. 7-hole hitting tonight.
Dustin, one of the few left-handed hitters in the lineup that they don't have the shift on.
0 for his last 5. You can see there 1 for 8 in the series. 1-1. They give him a nice gap between Marisnick and Springer in right center. His speed, he can run for a while. 1-1. 1-2, beg your pardon. 1-2. Dustin was the leadoff man in last night's game, 0 for 3 with a run scored. That was in the first inning after he walked. 2-2. Right to Lowry. 2 outs. Mariners will enjoy a home day off tomorrow, and then our CenturyLink What's Next. It'll be the Minnesota Twins. Phil Hughes, slow start for him. The King, Felix Hernandez. Kings court time. Trevor May goes against James Paxton, looking for a big rebound for him. And Kyle Gibson goes against Hisashi Iwakuma. Those last 2 guys, Paxton and Iwakuma, their ERAs, they're going to knock those numbers down. Here's Brad Miller. 2 for 3 in last night's game. RBI single in the 4th. Congratulations to assistant GM for the Mariners, Jeff Kingston. He and his wife, Carrie, welcomed a baby boy, 7 pounds, 12 ounces. Finn Kingston, second son to go with little sister as well, older sister. Altuve, friendly hop. And the Mariners are going 1-2-3 in the second. They lead 1-0 on the Nelson Cruz first inning single. By Out a Truth in Engineering. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By Vern Funk, bad luck can hit anyone. Insure with the 13th man. And by Honda, get a dream deal on your favorite Honda now at your Honda dealer. Washington Park Arboretum, established in 1934. 230 acres, oasis of green along both sides of Lake Washington Boulevard. Here's Jake Marisnick, center fielder. Good start. A.J. Hinzer, manager, thrilled to have this guy hitting 360s and setting it up for Altuve and Valbuena. Had a good series.
1 for 3 in the first game and 2 for 2 last night. Scored a couple of runs.
Strike 3. Happ back-to-back strikeouts in the fourth already in this ball game. And 3 of his 4 have been looking.
Just a good fastball, 92 miles an hour. That's typically where Jay, he'll be in that area, 91, 92. At times you'll see a 93 from him. And again, working both sides of the plate. First couple of strikes on the outer half and then pops a fastball on the inside corner.
There's Altuve. He took a called third strike on a 2-2 pitch to start the ball game. Hacking away first pitch. Old school Astro colors. Certainly brings back memories of the 1980 NLCS, 86. Really good battles there. Pitch outside, 1-1. Phillies beat him in 80. Mets beat him in 86. Strike 2. Happ ready with the 1-2 offering. Smacked to center field. Here comes Jackson, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Going to bring up Luis Valbuena. The ultimate cap for guys, complete with a built-in bottle opener. It's yours when you join us for EQC Guys Night Out this Friday against the Twins. For only $35, you're going to get a cap, a select Maine or Terrace Club level ticket, plus your first drink. Guys Night Out tickets. They're available now at mariners.com/guys. 2 outs, nobody on for Valbuena, who fouled out to Seager in his first appearance. Happ is sharp.
32 pitches, 22 strikes.
Good pitching matchup over in the National League. Clayton Kershaw against Madison Bumgarner. Second inning, no score in that one. Strike 2 to Valbuena. Valbuena hit .245 in 18 games for the 2008 Mariners. Did not go as they checked with C.B. Buckner.
One of the few breaking balls we've seen him throw. He's been pinpoint with his fastball and using his cutter along with the four-seamer. Try to get him to chase the breaking ball in the dirt. But he hasn't really had to go to it. Not many changeups either, mostly fastballs.
2-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Good fastball at 94.
Two pitch. Hit well to center, but Jackson will put it away. 1-2-3 go the Astros in the third. A 1-0 lead. Nelson Cruz RBI in the first. Coming up, Mike Zunino, Seth Smith, and Austin Jackson. Mariners with a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the third here. Mike Zunino, Seth Smith, Austin Jackson coming up. Take on Roberto Hernandez. Very slow start for Mike here. Hitting at a .46, a homer and 2 runs batted in. Is ahead here, 2-0.
It's interesting. The Astros have the shift on with Mike hitting, but both those pitches, fastballs away from him. Where's Nick, center fielder, shading towards right center?
Two and one. Count runs at 3-1 to Mike. Got a base hit third last night as we get ready to turn the order over for the first time. Three and two. Good night out with the family. Zunino rides one deep to left. Down the line. It is gone. A home run for Mike Zunino. The Mariners have a 2-0 lead. Second home run for Mike in his third RBI. He homered 4 days ago against Texas for the first time. What a great sight that is on a 3-2 pitch.
On the 2-0 pitch, he ended up getting a fastball middle end. He fouled it off. And I was hoping he would get that pitch again. And this 3-2 pitch is almost in the same area. Catcher set up away. You see that fastball run back middle in.
Give it a good ride.
And he was able to keep it fair.
Strike one to Seth Smith, who grounded out the shortstop. 22 homers for Zunino last year, hitting at a .99. Smith hits one deep to left. Easing back is Rasmus on the track to make the catch. Stick around after the game. Mariners post game presented by Delta Airlines. McClennan's club with a 2-0 lead early on here. Austin Jackson, he got the Mariners' first hit, a base hit to right, stole second and scored on the cruise, single to left. One strike.
Well, here in the early going as a hitter, if you can, you'd like to eliminate a pitch or two. And for Hernandez, he has not been able to get his slider over, and he's missed badly with it a number of times. So basically, he's a fastball changeup. That can help you if you can eliminate it, get it down to 2 pitches. There's a fastball in the outside corner. One of the things that makes Felix so great, he has 4 pitches. They're all plus pitches, and he can throw them all for strikes whenever he wants. That's a long day. But most pitchers, you can typically eliminate something early. Right now, he's having a tough time with a slider. There's another one well off the plate away.
That was close. 3-2 with Cano on deck. Robbie with the drive to left field. It sent Rasmus onto the track for an out. Sounds like he broke his bat. Altuve throws out Jackson. And there's 2 outs here in the Mariners' third. Home run by Zunino on a 3-2 pitch to get this inning started. Cano sent that drive to the track on a 3-1 pitch. First inning. It's 11 for 27 against Hernandez. Broken bat, fair ball, easy play. Carter, that'll do it. The highlight of the inning, a Mike Zunino homer, second of the season, second in the last 4 days, and a 2-0 Mariner lead. As we take you behind the scenes, giving you unprecedented access to the players and coaches that are shaping the future of soccer in the Emerald City. Catch a new episode Saturday at 9:30 a.m. only on Root Sports. While the city of Seattle owns the Arboretum, the University of Washington handles most of the day-to-day operations. Gonna get the weeder out too. All part of it. Here's George Springer. He of the extra pitch. He should have walked. Instead, he struck out. That was in the 5th inning last night. Talking to George, he said, I thought something was off. And I said something to Zunino. He didn't say anything back. And Mike, when I talked to Mike later, Mike said, I wasn't going to tell him. I mentioned it to Lloyd. I said, did you know there was an extra pitch? He says, darn right we knew it was an extra pitch. He said, I wanted to get him out there and throw the next pitch so we can get him out. And that's what happened.
Get him back on the mound quickly.
And C.B. Buckner had the home plate. And nobody in the Houston dugout. I saw Trey Hillman, the bench coach. We didn't realize it. I hit 3-2 here, and I thought, maybe I made a mistake. I didn't.
That's what I thought. Well, because we're having a conversation. Yeah. Jay was up here. We're having a good time. And I thought, well, maybe I missed one somewhere.
Right. You had 3-2 as well, right?
Yeah. It worked out. It ended up being a strikeout for Taiwan. He had 8 of them last night.
Oh, man. Teddy Walsh, who does a great job at the clubhouse on the visiting side, he texted me. He says, hey, man, there was an extra pitch in there. Did you realize that? And that's when we got everything in order. I got a couple of people tweeted it. There was an extra pitch. Cano's going to take this. Throws out the speedy Springer. It happened to the Mariners, what, the 13th season. Happened twice in within less than a month stand, where there were discrepancies on a ball 4. Remember that? I think one involved San Diego.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the umpire. I don't think he had the counter with him, right? He didn't have his clicker.
Exactly. No strikeouts Foul ball. Out of play. Doug Fister was the Mariner pitcher. And I do remember Cameron Maben, confirmed by Curtis. The Mariners lose the game, what, 1-0?
It was the only run that was given up.
Only run given up. 0-2 here to Gaddis. Bounce it out to Seager's first at bat. 2 hits for the Astros. They came in the second inning. And right into the shift. Miller throws out Gaddis. The 2 hits in the second inning, and Jay Happ was able to get out of trouble. He's been consistently down here in this ball game. Phil Cuzzy was the umpire in that game. John Jacobson's memory, and it's a good one.
Well, we've seen this from Jay now. This is his 3rd start. This is typically the way he's gone about his business.
Like one of Jed Lowry. Got the first hit for Houston, 1 out in the second.
It was a good breaking ball, curved ball on the outside corner. Again, he hasn't thrown many breaking balls. Typically been his fastball. Don't look like his changeup.
Oh, 2 pitch, 2 outs, nobody on. Way upstairs. One and 2. Missed outside. Count goes to 2-2. Houston on its best start through 14 games since the 2007 season. 8-6. Cruz, long run. Not going to get there. Bounces up against the fence. Lowry's got a 2-for-2 day. Second double of the season.
Was hoping that since he changed teams that something else would change, but it doesn't appear this way. We've seen a lot of this when he was with Oakland. A fastball, that's in the middle of the plate, but down. He's able to stay with it, slice it out into the corner.
Zunino going out for a quick word. Castro struck out in a 2-2 pitch in the second. Happ's got 4 Ks, no walks, giving up 3 hits. Mariners lead on a Nelson Cruz first inning RBI single and a home run by Mike Zunino in the 3rd. Miller's right there for the line drive, and that'll do it. 1 hit and a runner stranded in the 4th. 2-0 Mariners. Coming up, Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager, and Logan Morrison. 6-3 to Houston. And they have an early lead here. So we take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Home day off tomorrow, then the Twins come to town, and then it's off to Texas. 3 against the Rangers, 4 against these Astros, 3 in Anaheim before we come home and take on the Athletics. And that will be, it's like Mother's Day weekend. Indeed, it will be a 3-game series. Then another day off. A lot of good off days at home early on here for the Mariners. Fernando Rodney bobblehead day on Saturday, the 9th of May. Here's Nelson Cruz. Strike one to Nelly. American League Player of the Week.
There's the slider again, well off the plate away.
He's been trying to find it, but it's not working.
No, it hasn't even been close. Ixinino had a fastball that he liked, hit it into the seats for a second home run of the year. Cruz had a base hit, solid line drive in the left, his first time up, drive in the first run for the Mariners. Jackson scoring on the base hit.
Chop foul. Two and two. No Dine, assistant head athletic trainer on the left. Mike Zunino on the right. Two. Bouncing ball to the shortstop Lowry. Throws over to get a hustling Cruz for out number 1. There's a buzz in town about this Saturday's Sasashi Iwakuma Bear Hat Night. First 20,000 fans received a multifunctional and highly fashionable bear hat as the Mariners meet the Twins at 6:10. Get your tickets at mariners.com. So they say that's one of the inspirations for the hat. Kung Fu Panda when Pablo Sandoval was the Giants winning a couple of World Series championships. They had those folks wearing those big panda heads at the Giants ballpark, which we'll see later on this summer. Seager 0-1, trying to steal a base hit.
That's a good idea, and he had a good pitch to try to bunt on with the shift. Valbuena all the way out at the shortstop area. There's a good look at Kyle's glove with the gold patch on it. First gold glove from last year. You can see the shift, and he tried to bunt. Don't have to worry about it now. Kyle with a couple of strikes. I believe he picked up a bunt base hit against the Dodgers when we were in LA.
Pulls it right into the shift. Here's Altuve. Throwing out. I'll bring up Logan Morris.
See him get a base hit. Certainly deserving of one.
Said his wife is the superstitious one in the family, so whatever they did today early, he gets a base hit or two, they'll be doing it again on Friday, guarantee that.
We'll certainly have the same thing for lunch.
1-0.
Not that ball players think about that kind of thing at all. They're not very superstitious at all.
1-0. Why not?
I agree. They can change their defense. If he wants to play back there, then go ahead and take advantage of it. Not sure he'll want to do it on a 2-0 pitch. Might get a good fastball to hit right here.
Did not go, so CB Buckner 3-0.
These are the situations I wouldn't be surprised if Lloyd turns him loose. He knows he's going to get a fastball. He's trying to get him going in the right direction. See if he can get the barrel on a good fastball right here.
3-0 pitch. Took it for a strike. Take his base. First walk of the ball game. 2-out base runner for Dustin Ackley.
Dustin lined out to short his first time up.
Mariners with a run in the first, a run in the third. RBIs by Cruz and Zunino. This backhand by Castro. Jay Happ, 4 strong innings for the Mariners on the mound with 4 strikeouts, no walks, no runs on 3 hits. Houston's next trip to Seattle, June 19, 20, and 21. Weekend of the U.S. Open down at Chambers Bay. Hit hard, base hit. Into right field. Morrison makes his way to third. So with 2 outs, runners at the corners for the Mariners and Brad Miller.
Well, Dustin off to a great start. Struggling a little bit lately, but he's hit the ball hard twice tonight, including this base hit. Gets out in front of a fastball, 89 miles an hour. Hits it through the right side of the infield.
No chance for Carter.
We have Brad Miller. Brad with a 5-game hitting streak. 5 games, 7 for 15.
Two out, runners at the corners. Pitch to Brad. Whoa, another nice save by Castro. Ball 1.
That's a great play. That's a fastball at 90 miles an hour, and at this level you typically don't expect a pitcher to spike a ball like that.
On another, Brad Miller is 4 for 10, 5 runs batted in, runners in scoring position opportunities. And it's the umpire almost got hit. Dale Scott scoring is Morrison. Going to third and getting there with a slide is Ackley. 3-0 Mariners on the RBI by Brad Miller. That'll be his 7th run batted in of the season. And another notch in his belt. The runners in scoring position. Batting average.
Solid base hit right back up the middle. We've seen that a lot over the last 5-6 games with Brad. Staying in the middle of the field.
Runners at the corners again with 2 outs and a 3-0 Mariner lead. Brings up Zunino, who homered on a 3-2 pitch, leading off the third. Scored the Mariners' 2nd run.
2 of the 3 runs, showing up with 2 outs. Good sign for the Mariners. Some clutch hitting.
Strike 1 to Mike. Coming in is Rasmus. Easy play for him. That'll do it. The Mariners get another run on 2 hits. No errors, leave 2. They built a 3-0 lead.
Desk. Thanks so much to everybody who's joining in the broadcast with the hashtag Where I Root. Look at this. Me and Lauren had a great discussion with Brad Adam about bacon-wrapped hot dogs. He is actually quite afraid of those. And then it's time to play ball. But, guys, I don't know. It's got bacon on it. How bad could it be? But Brad's frightened. He doesn't want the bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and he went with the tacos instead. I don't get it.
Makes the world go round. There's Chris Carter to lead things off. 3-0 Mariners, top of the fifth. James Anthony Happ has thrown a nice 4 innings here with 4 strikeouts, no runs on 3 hits.
Mariners have the shift on with Carter hitting.
Carter with a base hit to center on a 0-1 pitch in the second inning. Look out. Boy, those screens saved a lot of injuries. Shift on against Carter. 2-2 pitch coming. Three and two.
Colby Rasmus waiting on deck. Colby strikeout looking his first time out.
Hot smash down to Seager. Stalling accurate throw. And there's 1 out here in the Houston 5th inning. Keep your eye on the bus. Follow us from a safe distance on Twitter at Sound Transit. Rasmus will be the hitter now. Struck out looking first time up. So breaking ball up high. Ball 1. Look back to it. 2-0.
Good fastball in the outside corner. Jay's starting to mix in more off-speed pitches as he gets deeper into the game. But that was a good fastball. 91 miles an hour, well located.
Strike 2, count evens at 2-2. Rasmus got some pop now. You got to be careful. He homered 2 nights ago.
Really, he was with those last 2 fastball. Full of perfect pitches. 63 pitches total for him so far. 41 strikes.
That's a fair ball. Gets past Lomo. Cruz will play it off the wall. Quick throw in. A stand-up double. Colby Rasmus. Rasmus with his 3rd double of the season.
This is a breaking ball. They want to go to the outside corner. He leaves it middle in. Looked like his curveball at 79 miles an hour. An awkward looking swing from Rasmus, but he makes it work. It's a double.
Brings up center fielder Jake Marisnick. Struck out looking on an 0-2 pitch leading off the 3rd. One out, runner at second, first pitch. Romo going to take a look, but that's going to get into the stands.
Good changeup from Happ.
Jackson a couple steps towards left in center field. 0-1 pitch. 0-1. Comebacker. Runner gets back. Nice job by Happ to retire Marisnik. 2 away with a man at second.
Smart play for Happ. He looks the runner back to second. It looked as if he'd thrown the ball right away, there might have been a chance to get him at second base. You can see Cano there, but he gets the sure out, has an early lead. No reason to take any chances. Smart play. You see a lot of younger players probably fired at second, trying to get the lead runner.
Here's Altuve. 0 for 2. Lines one, right field. Cruz, short hop. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time. Altuve takes second on the throw. Kobe Rasmus, good speed, scores from second. Altuve with his 8th run batted in. And again, first pitch.
We were talking about how aggressive he is. Hits this ball hard, and Cruz came in a hurry to field it on one hop. Almost too much of a hurry, and he had to stop his momentum. As you see, Rasmus touch the plate with his hand. It's a good slide.
Altuve, the best hitter in the majors last year, single RBI, takes second on the throw. 3-1 ball game. Valbuena represents the tying run.
Astros 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. We'll take another look at the throw by Cruz. He has a strong throwing arm. Perfect one-hop throw. Rasmus just able to beat it.
Back with a strike. 1-1.
Zunino does such a good job catching those low strikes. Giving his pitcher every opportunity to get the call. That was borderline, but Mike able to help Jay out, get the call.
Great stop. 2 balls, 1 strike. Altuve out at second with an RBI single. He had 225 hits last year. Most in the big leagues.
Kurt is telling me when he puts the first pitch in play, he's hitting 400 this
Hello.
year.
I bet on the second pitch, it's not too bad either.
Probably not. Won a batting title last year, sticking with the same formula.
Hung up there. Valbuena fouled it off. Two and two. It's 2 outs. Runner at second. A 2-2 count. Happ ready with the 2-2 and bluffs Altuve back.
I don't think he was worried about him stealing third. He just wants to keep him a little bit closer to second in case there is a base hit. Give his outfielders a chance to throw him out. Altuve runs well.
Yes, he does. Strike 3. He had Valbuena bailing out, but across the plate says Lance Barrett. As Houston gets a run on the board to make it a 3-1 ball game. Here's Seth Smith, Austin Jackson, and Robinson Cano coming up for the Mariners. Absolute Sports is brought to you by Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealer.com. By Silver Reef Casino Spa, I-5 exit 260, Ferndale, Washington. By the Grand Puyallup RV Show, April 30th through May 3rd. And by Volkswagen. Hurry in to get a deal during the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event. The Arboretum extends from Lake Union, meandering along the 520 bridge before winding south to its termination near the intersection of Madison Street and Lake Washington Boulevard. Thing of beauty. Top of the order for the Mariners here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Seth Smith, Austin Jackson, Robinson Cano. Easy fly ball left center field. Marisnik will put it away. Seth Smith 0 for 3. At the called third strike of Valbuena, talking to Lance Barrett, voicing his objection to that call.
I was not happy with the curveball. That was a strike 3 to Valbuena.
Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire. Strike 1 to Austin Jackson.
Well, he didn't throw AJ out. He must have thrown out one of the other coaches or a player on the bench.
I think it was Dave Hudgens, the hitting coach. Strike 2, Austin Jackson. 1 for 2, run scored and a stolen base. Hold up 1-2. Mariner RBIs tonight. Cruz in a first inning single, a home run by Zunino in the 3rd leading off that inning, and a 2-out RBI by Brad Miller in the 4th. Down low, 2-2. Roberto Hernandez, 34 years old, out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic.
Next pitch will be his 70th.
Bounce foul.
Hernandez had a good two-seamer tonight. His changeup has been effective. Has not been able to throw a slider for a strike.
Strike 3 called. 2 away. It's the first strikeout for Hernandez. The next King Court is coming up this Friday. Mariners meet the Twins. $30 is going to get you a ticket in baseball's best seating section, a K card, and a T-shirt. The King's Court tickets. Log on to Mariners.com/Felix. We'll see the King. Look forward to that. Cano standing in. Looks at ball 1. Robbie tonight. Fly ball to the track in left field. And a ground out the first to Chris Carter. 1-1. Hernandez, well traveled, broke into the big leagues in 06 with Cleveland, went 1-10, and then turned around the next year, went 19-8 with a 3.06 ERA. By far his best year in the big leagues.
At that time, his fastball was in the mid to upper 90s. Not the case anymore. He's 89 to 92.
Side to Cano. 2-1. Saturday weather, I'm told, looks pretty nice for the Trevor May James Paxton matchup. Of course, we get Felix on Friday with Phil Hughes opposing him, and then Sunday Kyle Gibson and Masashi Iwakuma on getaway day. 2-2. After that Sunday game, the Mariners will be headed down to play the Rangers for 3, Houston for 4, and the Angels for 3. Bouncing ball right to Carter. Easy play. The Mariners are going 1-2-3 in the 5th. Good news, they have a 3-1 lead.
As we head to the 6th inning, and another great outing for him already. Meantime, Tyler sent in this photo of Jack. Jack loves the Mariners, and I love that Jack loves the Mariners, Tyler. Remember to use the hashtag #WhereIRoot. Alyssa sends this one. In Game 3 for us this week, still trying to prove we are not bad luck. Alyssa, it's not you. But at the same time, what do they say? It's only weird if it doesn't work, guys. Alyssa, if they lose tonight, you're banned.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. First pitch swinging.
Perfect defense.
Sure enough.
Playing up the middle.
3 times now. Springer has bounced out to Cano. Second time on the first pitch. The second plate appearance in the 4th. Leading off, it was the 3rd pitch.
Well, that was on a changeup. He started to mix his off-speed pitches in a little bit more early on. First time through the lineup, we saw a lot of fastballs. I think starting to even out a little bit now for Jay as he works through the lineup for the 3rd time.
Gaddis has twice grounded out, once a third, once a short. Ball 1.
We have 2 right-handed hitters in their lineup that the Mariners are putting the shift on. It's a little bit unusual. Gaddis is one of them, the other one Carter.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And Gaddis has hit into the shift both times that he's been up. He's grounded out to Seager at 3rd and then to Miller.
Going to do it again. Brad throws him out, 2 away. 2 outs in the 6th. And who are the 4 players who best represent the history of the Seattle Mariners and the other 29 franchises? And who are the 4 greatest living Major League Baseball players? Go to MLB.com/franchise4 to cast your ballots. Winners will be revealed during the All-Star Game July 14th on Fox. Strike 1 to Lowry has had a good day.
22 batters face, 15 first pitch strikes for Happ. Lowry 2 for 2, had a double his last time up. He's 3 for 3.
He is having a night. Ackley will get it back in.
Watching his at bats, I can tell you this from the right side. He's a switch hitter from the right side of the plate. He is a good low ball hitter. This ball is borderline down. As he lines it in the left center, his double down the right field line, a similar pitch.
Brings up Jason Castro, the catcher. Struck out, lined out to short, 0 for 2. In the dirt, ball 1. Knocked Mike's mask off. 1-1.
Looks like another direct shot. Saw Castro, the catcher for the Astros, take one in the first inning, and Mike gets one right here.
Two and 1. Here's Happen, the 6th, still looking good.
He's in great shape with his pitch count. Just 82 pitches, 54 strikes for him.
Went 6 1/3 at Oakland. No decision on the 11th of April. Went 7 innings against Texas here on the 17th. Took the loss. Three and 1. Swing and miss, full count now. 2 outs. Lowry at first. On deck hitter Chris Carter. He's 1 for 2 with a single to center and a ground out to third base. 3-1 Mariner lead. Cruz, Zunino, and Miller with RBIs. Altuve knocked in the only run for Houston. Lowry's got good speed. He'll be taking off on his 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. Pitch off the glove of Zunino.
A couple of good fastballs at the top of the strike zone. For the most part this evening, Jay has stayed down in the zone with the lefty up there elevating the fastball.
There you go, 3 and 2. Runner takes off, pitch, fouled back again. Last night the Mariners took a 3-1 lead into the 8th. Houston put up 5. Comeback win 6-3. Happ trying to shut the door here in the 6th. 3 and 2. Slicing drive. Ackley backs up. He's there. So Happ, 6 strong innings. Good performance. Cruz will lead it off, followed by Kyle Seager and Logan Morrison. difference of the ball game. Nelson Cruz, boy, he hit that one hard, didn't he?
Team leader in RBIs. That's his 7th ribby in the first inning, driving in Jackson.
That's Mike Zunino leading off the 3rd. 3-2 pitch. He homers his 2nd of the season.
Then Brad Miller extends his hitting streak to 6 games with his base hit back up the middle. And that will score Logan Morrison.
Add to that, fine performance by Jay Happ. 5 strikeouts. As Cruz looks at a strike. Happ 5 strikeouts, no walks, and a run on 6 hits.
Nelson 1 for 2. That base hit that we showed you, grounded out to short.
1-1. Shift on again for Cruz. Took a lot off. 82. And Hernandez is ahead in the count, 1-2. Download. 2-2. Cruz regaining the RBI lead in the American League with that first inning RBI. How about this? 10 of his 17 2-out ribbies. The tie Salvador Perez of Kansas City. Way out front. Look out. It's right. Two and 2 to Cruz. Took him out. Second strikeout for Hernandez. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Going into the Hall of Fame this year, 40-year-old John Smoltz at this time in 08 struck out National second baseman Felipe Lopez to record career strikeout number 3,000. 16th big league pitcher to achieve that number. Saw on MLB Network with Smoltz a couple of times. One of the really good guys and does a good job analyzing games in the studio and at games.
One of the best sliders I've ever seen. I had a chance to face him. That was a tough day. Great pitcher, good closer,
right?
Starter. He's done a little bit of everything.
Great numbers in both categories. Mariners were in Atlanta last year. Previous to that, I think we were there in 08, and he was on a deal with a shoulder problem. So he missed them that time around. 1-1 to Kyle Seager, 0 for 2.
It was one of the great trades for the Braves. Picked him up from
Doyle
the Tigers.
Alexander.
Yep, from the Tigers for Doyle Alexander.
Tigers are making a late run. Figured to get that veteran help. Smoltz goes on to a Hall of Fame career. And he plays Mr. Woods on a regular basis in golf and holds his own.
I saw him. He was in an event. I think it was last weekend.
Oh, I saw that clip.
Was it I think out of the celebrities, he was 2 under par in the second day or something like that. Really good golfer.
Two pitch coming to Seager. Waiting for it is Rasmus. 2 outs. Hernandez 2 strikeouts. He's walked 1. And that will bring up Logan Morrison. One more ground out to second. A walk and run scored. That was in the 4th. Scored on the Brad Miller single.
It was a good inning for the Mariners. A couple of quick outs, ground outs, and he had the walk, and then you had back-to-back base hits for Mackley and Miller. pick up a 2-out RBI.
Keep the shift on for Lomo. Dribbles one foul. Mariners trying to salvage a game in this series. Lost 7-5 in the opener, 6-3 last night after leading 3-1 going into the 8th. On the corner for strike 0-2. Chopper, Valbuena will take. He throws out Logan Morrison. Quick inning, 1-2-3. That is 7 in a row retired by Hernandez. Mariners lead 3-1.
Sports Desk. We've got a wide variety of fans checking in with the hashtag Where I Root. Some old, some young, and when I say that, I do not mean age. I mean how long you've actually been a fan. Coming to the Mariner game since 1995, by the way. Good year to get in. When I was 10 years old, never gotten a single ball, but today was my day. Congratulations. And first time at Safeco Field. Way to go, Annie. True to the blue. And how about this? Lake Taps checking in Where I Root. Go Mariners. Keep it coming on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter using the hashtag Where I Root. Guys?
Thank you, Andrew. Here's Jay Happ into the 7th inning. Back-to-back performances now. He's got the bottom third of the order. Chris Carter, Colby Rasmussen, Jake Marisnick. Carter with a single in the 2nd, a ground out to Seager in the 5th. Shift on against him. Altuve's driven in the only Houston run, a 5th inning single. 2-1. So 3-1 to Carter. Colby Rasmus awaits. He's 0-1 for 2. Struck out looking and doubled and scored in the 5th. Hit well. Deep center field. Slicing away from Jackson and out of here. Chris Carter with his first homer of the season. 2nd hit tonight. His 2nd RBI. And we've got a 1-run ball game. A.J. Hinch said he comes to the ballpark every day hoping it's going to be his breakout day. We've seen him get a hit last night, throws his hands at it. He's so strong and just rides it out of here. Look at that.
Yeah, this is his second hit. One of the few pitches that have been in the middle of the plate. It's down, but it's middle.
Some kind of strong, and we've seen too much of that the last few years. One-run game. 7th hit for the Astros. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Mariners. 2-7-0 for Houston.
For Jay, 93 pitches now, 61 strikes. His high in his last outing, 98 pitches. So 93 here in this one. And it looks Medina getting loose in the pen.
There's a well-struck base hit right field by Rasmus. Starting to get the hap here. There's an 0-1 pitch. Carter hit a 3-1 pitch. He hit it 405 feet.
Take a look at this last pitch. That's a slider, maybe a cut fastball. He tried to get it to the outside corner, but again, back-to-back pitches in the middle of the plate. Second base hit for Rasmus. Rick Waite's the pitching coach, going to make a trip out to the mound. I'm sure more than anything to buy time for Medina out in the pen. We've seen this from the Astros in this series, scoring runs late. 2 runs in the 8th inning in game number 1, and then 5 in the 8th yesterday. His half works here in the 7th.
They've rallied in the first 2 games. Mariners had a 5-3 lead after 5, and then 2, like you said, 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 8th, and a big 5 spot yesterday. Yikes. So now the tying run is at first. Marisnik, a good hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a comebacker to Happ. He went 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored last evening. Strike 1. Double play opportunity, and they converted. Needed it. Needed it big time. 2 away.
He was able to break his bat on the changeup. Perfect feed from Cano and a strong throw by Miller to finish the double play.
There's Altuve. Looking back and opening up the ball game. He actually got the count to 2-2. Jackson make that cruise. He's there, and that'll do it. Home run by Carter. Makes this a 1-run game as Jay Happ has the lead after 7. as you consider how Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. The Arboretum extends from Lake Union, meandering under the 520 bridge, before winding south to its termination point near the intersection of Madison Street and Lake Washington Boulevard. Here's Dustin Ackley. You got a one-run game now, 3-2.
Dustin is 1 for 2 in the game.
Altuve throws him out. Bring up Brad Miller. 4th inning RBI single to center. First time up, he grounded out to second.
Joe Thatcher getting loose. Sidearm left-hander.
We said in game 1, they come at you at all kinds of angles out of that pen. Neshek, a right-hander, comes from down, sort of a down-under slingshot. Got Tony Sipp, a left-hander. Gregerson's a short armor.
Heavy sinker.
Yeah.
Brad Miller, 1 for 2. Picked up an RBI, extended his hitting streak to 6 games. That's his average up to 283 now.
What a 2.
Really good changeup. That's been his best pitch this evening for Hernandez, the changeup.
Ball 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Outfield shifted towards the left for Brad. Altuve off his glove, can't make the play. Brad's aboard. Big base hit for Brad Miller, his second tonight.
Bring the range over to his backhand side. Just closes his glove a little bit early. You look for our Alaska Supermo. Like sometimes when you have a speedy runner, you start to think about getting yourself set for the throw. It helped out Brad as he reaches first. Brent Strom, the pitching coach, going to make a trip out to the mound. Right now, Hernandez at 95 pitches, 62 strikes. Joe Thatcher, the lefty, continues to get loose in the pen for the Astros.
That base hit ended a run of 8 consecutive hitters retired by Hernandez. Hitting coach Dave Hudgens thrown out of the game an inning or 2 ago.
Back in the first inning, we saw Austin Jackson steal second base. Had a great jump off of Hernandez. Brad Miller certainly has the speed to steal a base if they want to.
Zunino 1 for 3 last night, 1 for 2 this evening with a home run leading off the 3rd. Three men left side of the infield, shift for Zunino. Giving him the whole right side. Springer's especially short in right field. Plays shallow as it is.
Been shallow throughout the series, I think. I think it's just when Cruz is hitting that the outfielders are all deep. Other than that, Springer has been shallow. He's made a couple of catches that he's had to run back on, so certainly comfortable doing that. Jay Happ at 98 pitches, nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
Good to see him get deep into the ballgame. 7 innings. Here's the 0-1. Zunino, line drive, shortstop, double play. To the 8th we go. Mariners nursing a 1-run lead. the bullpen been given a break tonight by Jay Happ as he's about to start the 8th inning.
It's good to see he was able to pitch through 7 innings in his last outing, but he's going to go out and start the 8th. 98 pitches so far. He has really been good about working in the bottom of the strike zone this evening. There's a lot of fastballs first time through the lineup. Starting to mix in his breaking ball and change up a little bit more.
There's your line score. Valbuena tried to tie it up with that swing. 2 home runs in game 1. Houston's rallied to win both games, 7-5 and 6-3. It'll be Valbuena, Springer, and Gaddis 2-3-4 here in the 8th.
Medina getting loose in the pen.
But Happ, good athlete, from his knees, 1 down.
And we're going to have a pitching change. I thought Happ would come out and face the first hitter, a left-handed hitter. And now you have Springer, Gaddis, Dua, a couple of righties. But take a look at Happ fielding his position. Well, you mentioned it earlier, Dave. Good athlete.
Standing ovation from the crowd here. Jay Happ gets into the 8th inning, 7 1/3 innings. Good work. Mariners have a 3-2 lead. Turn it over to the bullpen when we come back here in the 8th. Sports being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. The Arboretum nearly became a footnote in Seattle history in the late 60s before citizen protests succeeded in shutting down a proposed freeway spur between 520 and the 90 that would have run directly through the Arboretum. That would have been an absolute crime. George Springer's been very active in the first 2 pitches of his first 3 at-bats. He's grounded out 3 times to Cano.
Numbers for Medina. His 8th appearance on the year. 1-0 record, a 1.23 ERA, 7 strikeouts, couple of walks.
.0 from Medina.
Medina, good fastball, be in the mid to low 90s, and a slider. Another good outing for Happ. Good to see the Mariners have 6 quality starts now, and Happ has 3 of them. He's really pitched well.
2-0 from Medina. 3-0. We saw Medina Monday. Gave up a hit and an unearned run, facing 2 batters. That was in the 6th inning. Evan Gaddis on deck. 3-0 to Springer. 4-pitch walk. Not what Lloyd McClendon and staff had in mind, putting the tying run aboard with the free pass.
7 1/3 for Happ. Gave up 8 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Didn't walk anybody, a big key for him. Had 5 strikeouts. He threw 100 pitches, 68 of them for strikes, and again his 3rd quality start out of the 6 the Mariners have had from their starters.
Evan Gattis, the hitter. Oh for 1 against Medina. Runner goes, got a great break and foul back.
You were right. The Mariners catch a break. Gattis fouling that pitch off.
Medina faced off against Gattis Monday in the 6th inning. Gattis reached on an error by Seager. Saw Medina pick up the win in Sunday's game. Pitched an inning, gave up a hit, walked 1, struck out 1. It was the 11-10 thriller. 1-1. Runner goes. Great break. Swung on, driven deep to right. Cruz is there. Going back on the track. Could be trouble. Reaches up, makes the catch. Cruz with the throw back to first base. Not in time. A fine job out there by Nelson Cruz. Springer was gone with the pitch. 2 outs. You can hear people saying Cruz. Our Big Fish Casino, big catch, you betcha.
What a play. He had to go all the way back. He knew he was getting close to the wall. But great concentration as he makes the catch and then crashes into the wall.
Nice play. Played that well.
Could be a game saver right there. Gattis hit it hard.
We've seen 2 fine defensive plays here. That's the best of the 2. Happ fielding that bunt by Valbuena to lead off this inning. There's 2 away now with Springer. Great speed at first. Jed Lowry. Been a pain for the Mariners tonight. 3 for 3. Runner goes. Throw down to second. High. Stolen base for Springer. He's 4 for 4 in the season.
He had a good jump again. He tried 3 times, and finally on the 3rd time he's able to get in there. It looks like he comes out of the chute in pretty good shape. The throw is just high. I think to get Springer would have taken a perfect throw.
Lowry 3 for 3. Now the tying run at second base with 2 outs. Medina, big jam. 1-1.
For Lowry, all 3 of his hits coming from the right side of the plate, having to turn around, hit left-handed against Medina. Being right-handed, all of his hits coming on low pitches. The last fastball right at the top of the strike zone.
1-1. It's going to go foul. 1-2. Strike away.
Yeah. Lloyd McClendon going to make a trip out to the mound, have a conversation with Medina. I don't think he liked the slider down and in this situation to Lowry.
Lowry's had a terrific night, taking his batting average from 233 to 283. Lloyd said his piece. 2 outs, runner at second, a tying run, and a 1-2 count to Jed Lowry, who's had a sensational night. Single to center, double to right, single to left. Lowry 3 for 10 against Medina. Nervous is ahead 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of high fastballs.
Missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. J-Happ left with a 3-2 lead. 7 1/3 innings, 8 hit ball, 2 runs, no walks, and 5 Ks. Springer. Exceptional speed at second. Medina ready. And a 2-2. Full count. Jason Castro's on deck, the catcher. One of the biggest pitches Medina's thrown to this point in the season. 3-2, lost him. Go ahead runs at first. He's faced 3 men and walked 2. Lowry's got good speed. He's the go-ahead run. He's at first now. Brings up Jason Castro. Castro 1 for 6 against Medina. There's Springer at second. Castro this evening 0 for 3.
Austin Jackson shading towards left center field.
Castro a strikeout, a line out to short, and a fly to left. Down low, ball 1.
Well, so far for Medina, 14 pitches, 4 strikes.
Not the number you're looking for.
Tyler Olson getting loose in the pen.
1-0 pitch. Another ball, 2-0. Can't find it. Hearing it too. Dana needs a strike or a ball hit right at one of his infielders. 2-0. 3-0, not close. And Rodney joining in.
We have Carter waiting on deck, and after him is Rasmus, the left-handed hitter. So Olson getting ready for Rasmus.
3-0 pitch. Walked him. Goodness gracious. He's faced 4 men and walked 3. Bases are loaded. Houston trying to rally for the 3rd consecutive night. Rallied to win 7-5 and 6-3 in the first 2 contests. Now you bring up Chris Carter. Led off the 7th, homering to center field on a 3-1 pitch. As we revisit here. Quick, short stroke. I could see, and you and I talked about it in the first game, your biggest nightmare is this guy getting well now.
And we saw it last night. He had a base hit to drive in a run late in the game. Now he's 2 for 3 with that home run we just showed you.
And he's 2 for 3 against Medina. This is a huge spot. Mariners nursing a 1-run lead here in the 8th. Pitch from Medina. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Cruz made a great defensive play. taking extra bases away from Gaddis. Since then, 2 walks. Now Medina ahead, 0-2.
He can afford to throw that slider off the plate away again. See if he can get him to chase it. Does not have to throw him a strike.
0-2 pitch. He got him! Wow, did he survive that one? 3 walks and then gets a huge strikeout of Chris Carter to end the Houston 8th and keep the Mariners in front 3-2. This pitch fools Carter. And here's who's coming up for the Mariners in the home 8th.
Number 7, Seth Smith. Number 16, Austin Jackson. Number 22, Robinson Cano.
Sports Desk. Maybe it wasn't how you would draw it up for Yorvis Medina, but the Mariners take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 8th inning. Hey, he got out of it. Would you like to meet the best mascot in all of baseball? Well, you can when you stop by the Seattle Children's Moose Den at Safeco Field. Simply head to the den located on the main concourse in center field the next time you're at the ballpark for a photo with the Mariners' furry friend. And you know what? It's so funny, guys. Whenever you go to the schools with the players, it's hard to tell who the kids like better, the Moose or the players.
Rich, you are. We look at Ricky Weeks. It's his numbers against Joe Thatcher. Pinch hitting for Seth Smith. So it'll be Ricky Weeks, Austin Jackson, and Robinson Cano against Big Joe.
3 innings pitched, a couple of strikeouts, 1 walk.
Folded. Endo getting ready for inning number 9. Striking the outside corner. Riggy didn't like that. 1-2.
Saw it on the EQC tracer. That pitch was well off the plate away.
Ball at 2 strikes. 2-2. Will Harris pitched well for Houston. Inning 2/3. Scoreless ball on Monday night with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch coming to Riggy. Counts run full. Austin Jackson on deck. Ricky Weeks 1 for 3 with 3 runs batted in as a pinch hitter. Payoff pitch. Struck him out. Coming up, our CenturyLink What's Next. Twins in town after tomorrow's day off at home. Phil Hughes and Felix. Trevor May and James Paxton. Kyle Gibson and Sashi Iwakuma. Taijuan Walker left the game with a lead last night. Best performance of the season for him last evening. Here's Jackson. 0-1.
Austin 1 for 3. A base hit in the first inning, stole second, was able to score on a base hit from Cruz.
One pitch coming, Austin. Thatcher likes that pitch. Working for him here tonight. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Mariners. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Houston.
His fastball will be about 85, 86 miles an hour, so he likes to throw a slider to the back foot of the right-handers.
Away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th for Houston. The Astros will have 8, 9, and 1 in their order coming up. Two and 2. Jackson strikes out second time tonight. Thatcher comes in, 2 Ks.
Goes with a fastball up and away. He's done a good job of mixing up his pitches using his slider.
Yep. Rodney throwing in earnest now as Cano will stand in. Cano 0 for 3 this evening. Career against Joe Thatcher 1 for 3. Ball 1. Oh, no pitch to Cano. Swing in there. Swing and a miss.
We showed you Will Harris getting loose in the Astros pen. I'm sure he'll be in the ball game if Cano can reach. Jeff Cruz waiting on deck.
One. Breaking ball down the line. It gets fair. Wow. Just enough English to keep it fair. So Cano reaches with 2 outs and will bring up Nelson Cruz.
Most of the time you hit it off the end of the bat, and that side spin will make it go foul, but somehow he's able to keep this ball fair. Right in the baseline, goes right over the bag. That's a good call by C.B. Buckner. That's a fair ball. And they will go and get Will Harris as A.J. Hinch, the manager for the Astros, going out to the mound.
That side spin was something, wasn't it? Step aside, come back, see what happens. Nelly Cruz faces Will Harris. explored by wandering the dozens of interconnected walking trails. Parking is available at the visitor center at the north end or in the lot to the Japanese garden at the south end. Now here's what happens when a bolt of lightning meets one of the larger trees in the Arboretum. The ensuing explosion destroyed this tree in an instant. My goodness, look at that. Glad nobody was there to get hurt. Well, Harris takes over, third pitcher, and he's got Nelson Cruz. Outside for ball one. Cruz 0 for 2 against Will Harris. 2 outs with Cano at first. Squibbed one fair down the third base line. 1-1.
Will Harris has thrown the ball well for the Astros here in the early going. 7 2/3 innings, giving up just 1 hit. 9 strikeouts. Astros have the shift on with Cruz hitting.
1-1. Slicing drive. Run down by Marisnick. What a play. Well, here we go. Fernando Rodney time. Turn your caps to 10 o'clock. Save opportunity for him. 3-2 Mariners, 9th inning coming up.
Safeco Field coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. We're going to check in with catcher Mike Zunino about his home run and also the night that Jay Happ had. We're going to find out what chores the players get out of doing during the season. It's very funny. You want to see that. And we're also going to get everybody set for Friday. Felix on the mound to welcome in the Twins. And guys, I think the 8th inning was interesting enough. I think we hit the quota, right? We can just have a quick, painless 9th inning. That'll be all right.
Can't predict anything in baseball. I've learned. I have learned. It's Fernando Rodney time. Turn your caps at 10 o'clock. Fernando with a save opportunity. Picked up a save Saturday. And the Mariners 3-1 win over Texas.
He will get 8, 9, and 1. Erasmus, Marisnick, and Altuve for Rodney. 3 saves on the year. 5 in the 30. That's 5 strikeouts. Walked 4. Let's stay away from the walks.
He's coming off a good outing last night. Mariners did lose the game 6-3, but he pitched a scoreless 9th, striking out the side. Here's Rasmus.
For Rodney, his fastball has been 95, 96 miles an hour with the great changeup around 81. Missed with the changeup on the first pitch.
There's a strike at 95, 1-1. One pitch. In there for strike 2. Rasmus 3 for 11 against Fernando. Swing and a miss. Rasmus gone. 1 out in the 9th.
It was on the great changeup from Rodney after the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. It comes back with 2 changeups. This one down out of the strike zone. You can see the circle change grip from Rodney. Great look from our Alaska Supermo as he picks up a strikeout on the leadoff hitter.
Rodney going for his 3rd consecutive strong outing. As I mentioned, struck out the side last night, picked up a save over the weekend. Got Jake Marisnick here now. Strikeout looking. Ground out, bounce into a double play, strike 1. Marisnick 0 for 1 against Rodney. 96 but missed. From Fernando. Way out front, ball and 2 strikes.
Take a look at the swing by Marisnick on the changeup.
Crowd coming to life. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Really good pitch from Rodney. 1-2 count. 96 miles an hour off the plate away. Tried to get him to chase it. He did, but was able to get a piece of it.
1 out, nobody on. Mariners by a run, 3-2. Rodney's set. The 1-2 to Marisnick. Line drive, center field. It'll get down. The defense was playing deep. No doubles defense. So Marisnick's aboard with a single.
And getting a base hit on Rodney's best fastball. This one at 97 miles an hour. Trying to throw it on the outside corner. Gets it there. And Marisnick dumps it into center field for a base hit. Dave mentioned the outfielders all playing deep.
Brings up the dangerous Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 career against Fernando Rodney. Let's see what he starts him out with. Runner goes, swung on through the hole, base hit. Marisnick, good speed, will get to third. Runners at the corners, 1 out.
Well, no surprise, Altuve swinging at the first pitch. 96 mile an hour fastball. Brad Miller went to second base to cover with the runner trying to steal. Altuve just picked the right side of the infield to hit it at. Take a look at the swing by Altuve. We were talking about it all game, how aggressive he is. Another first pitch base hit for him. Now Rodney is a double play or a strikeout right here with Valbuena hitting.
Absolutely. Valbuena 0 for 2 against Fernando. First pitch. Popped up infield. Cano make it Miller. 2 outs.
Take a look at Valbuena as he swings at this changeup out in front of the changeup, gets him to pop it up.
So Rodney, 1-run lead. tying run at third, go-ahead run at first. George Springer 0 for 1 against Fernando. First pitch. Bouncing ball, Cano. Charge, scoop, throw, got him! Mariners win the game. Shoot that arrow in the sky. They salvage a game in this series against the Houston Astros. They go 3-3 in this homestand, and boy, did they need that.
They certainly did. How about Jay Happ now getting his first win of the season? 3 quality starts for Happ so far. And the Mariners did a great job today. The Astros putting pressure on him, but they end up holding him a 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position and get a win to salvage this series.
Needed it, and needed it. Day off tomorrow. Enjoy, fellas. Back with Minnesota on Friday. Right now, Mariners post game presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Dave Valley.
Gentlemen, thank you. Yes, nice to get that win. Nice to avoid the sweep. And Rodney saved number 4. And Val, 2-1. And the Astros, boy, they got aggressive, didn't they?
Right on the edge right there. And you saw the last 3 hitters. It's kind of surprising.
Yes.
The last 3 hitters all swung and made contact with the first pitch. They had Rodney on the ropes. They kept swinging at those first pitch. A good pitch to Valbuena and another good pitch to Springer. Both balls put in play and easy out. Good save, good win by the Mariners.
Yes,
wow.
It worked out.
Wow.
Remember, we talked about it. The Happ to Medina to Rodney. We got that. And how about a little power from Mike Zunino? 3rd inning, full count, Val.
Good to see the young man connect right here for a home run, number 2 to put the Mariners on board. Teammates love it.
Up 2-0 at that point. His 2nd home run of the year, and the catcher, he just rounded the bases, and he is standing by now. Jen Mueller, talk about that and tonight's win.
We will talk about his offense for sure. But the Mariners have now played 14 of 15 games that have been decided by 3 or fewer runs. It comes down to a big 8th inning. Lots of different conversations. What was the message when you were out talking to Medina?
I think the biggest thing was to slow it down for him. Slow it down so he can get to making his pitches. And he did a good job of slowing the game down and making some big pitches for us.
How much of tonight was having a better book on the Astros? Because there are some new hitters over there.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of studying, and we did a good job. And I think we pitched them well the whole series. I mean, we had a couple innings where they put some good swings together, but I thought our approach was pretty good this series.
Jay Happ pitches really well into the 8th inning. Was there any conversation between you and him about making sure he goes deep to give the bullpen a little rest?
No conversation on that, but I think he knew he wanted to do that to help the bullpen out. I mean, they've had a lot of innings, and he went out there and gave us a great start, and I think it was much needed.
You give the team some offense with a home run. Were you leaning just a little bit as you snuck it just inside the foul pole?
Well, when I first hit it, I thought I hit it pretty good, and then I saw it hook, and so I was hoping that it stayed fair for long enough. But, yeah, I was just able to get a good pitch on 3-2 and didn't try to do too much with it.
Usually you hit those for Felix. You think he's okay with you sharing and hitting for Happ?
As long as I can keep it up for him, I don't think he'll mind.
I think the entire team would agree with that one, Brad, as the Mariners do take this one and get a win in the series.
No doubt about that, Jen. Thank you very much. So Zunino, home run number 2, his 2nd career home run on a full count. Nicely done there, just waving it, make sure it stayed fair. Well, Mariners get the good relief pitch and get great start from Happ. We'll talk more about Jay Happ, of course, coming up in your keys. Medina gets out of the base-loaded situation, 8th inning. Chris Carter already homered to Medina. Oh, gets him going, check swing. Oh, you went, big fella. That was a final out in the 8th inning, and then Rodney gets the arrow, fires it for the 4th time this year. Mariners take it 3-2 over the Astros. We're back. We're here from the skipper. Hopefully hear from Jay Happ as well. Reaction coming up post-game presented by Delta Airlines.